Hey guys, Ezra here. Now, some of you might have seen that Uber recently launched a new feature in their app called Compliments, where passengers can compliment us Uber drivers if there was something in particular they liked, like great service, cool music, or I don't know, whatever else. And to celebrate this new feature, they released a lot of articles to the media. One of them was this one featured in Business Insider, which I will link to. And the article is titled, Uber is recommitting itself to putting its drivers first. That was the original title, I think, because you can actually see it there in the URL, if that'll focus. But anyway, I'm going to link to the article. And basically, this is just like a fluff PR piece talking about why Uber is so great, and with a couple quotes from Uber employees fumbling through their explanation of why drivers shouldn't be able to get tips, which is just pretty funny to read. I don't know. For example, drivers do ask us about tips, and it's something that they definitely compare us, but it's an opportunity for us to look at a variety of ways to address competition. It's definitely a factor that comes up, and we're not ignoring it. We're just trying to address it in other ways. So there's really only one way to address compensation, and that is to compensate or pay people more. And for Uber drivers, allow them to get tips. So I just think it's kind of funny. And I follow Travis Kalanick, who is the CEO of Uber. I follow him on Facebook, and he posted about it too. Check this out. It's just kind of amusing. This week is all about giving thanks, and we're psyched to launch driver compliments when 5 stars just isn't enough. And then, I just wonder, are these people for real? I understand that Travis wants to push this, the compliments. Amazing effort. No, what I really need is more money in my pocket, not a sticker. But then, look at a comment like this. This is the exact feature I was looking for last night when my Uber driver got out of his car and held his umbrella for me so I don't get wet in the rain, and then walked me to the building. This is awesome, smiley face. So this is a customer, a passenger. This is really the exact feature you were looking for? You wanted to thank your driver with a meaningless compliment that does absolutely nothing for them? I would think if that were me and they held the umbrella for me, the feature I would be looking for is a tipping feature, and I would want to tip my driver. And it actually reminds me of a pretty funny story. A couple years ago, I picked up an Uber employee, and I've dealt with Uber employees working for Uber, whether it's UberEATS or driving. I don't know how many Uber employees I've picked up driving, but I know for sure I picked up one. And I'm here in Santa Monica today, and I'm actually on 6th Street in downtown Santa Monica. This is where I started working recently. It's just like a co-working space, but actually right down the street that way, and one more block up is 7th Street, and that's where the Uber office used to be here in Santa Monica. And I knew that just because I knew I'd seen they did some protests there and stuff, but there was no signage on the building or anything like that. And one day I got a request to pick somebody up at that address. I knew that was the Uber office, so I assumed it was an Uber employee. So picked the woman up. She was nice. Got in the car. Where are you going? Blah blah blah. And then after a minute, I just wanted to kind of see what was up. So I was like, "Oh, do you work for Uber?" And she was almost uncomfortable immediately that I guess that I knew where the office was or whatever. And she was kind of shy to answer. And she's like, "Yeah, but don't worry, you can tell me anything." And I'm like, "Oh no, it's cool. I'm just wondering. I knew that was the office." And then she said to me, "I'm curious. I want to get your honest feedback. What's your experience like? This and that." And I knew this would be a great opportunity to bring up, the number one issue that most drivers have, which is, let us get tips through the app so that we can earn more money. No sweat off your back, Uber. So I said, yeah, it's cool. I'm enjoying driving so far, but a lot of passengers do ask me about tipping, and they express that they really wish there was a way to tip through the app. And the answer that she gave me was just incredible and kind of sums up the whole relationship that drivers and corporate have, because what she said was, "Oh yeah, but it's a cashless experience." And I said, "Yeah, they want to tip in the app, cashless." And by then I was actually just about to drop her off, so I didn't get to hear her kind of rational response to that, which I'm not sure what it could be, because that argument just really made no sense. Cashless is cool. In the app is still cashless, and it's just about getting tips. So if you think that Uber is going to change their tune anytime soon and allow drivers to receive tips, don't be so hopeful. I don't see it happening. I think it's just an idea that is so deeply ingrained with management at the company that we're not worthy of tips and that we shouldn't receive them. So, there can be good opportunities for earning with Uber through Surge, through Boost, things like that, but you're not going to get tips. So, just be ready to pivot between apps and follow the money. That's my philosophy. If I can earn overall more with DoorDash or Postmates or Lyft, I'm going to do that. If Uber is popping and I can earn, with Surge and Boost, I'm going to look at my overall earnings, and that's what I'm going to evaluate my decisions based on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick vid. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos, definitely hit that subscribe button down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.